What's your Towers back with another wrestling Dumpsterfires video. Another sort of a surprise one, and yeah, this is another McMahon involved, but it's not Vince, it's Shane. With this whole thing where he was the best in the world, which this has to be a rib towards CM Punk, because this was before he came back in 2023. WWE wise, that is. Yeah, I'm just being honest here. This was just. Now, Shane had a lengthy career in WWE, which, you know, he was an authority figure. He was the kayfabe owner of WCW, which, yeah, it could have been better, but we all know the invasion angle was a disaster. But he had a good feud with Kane though in '03 and other stuff as well. But then he left in 2009. He won't come back until 2016. He would become one of the authority figures on SmackDown, and until we reach this Crown Jewel 2018. Yeah. This was a PR nightmare for them because of all the controversy and the wrestlers, they felt uncomfortable going toward there, and some were folding it in, like a Brock Lesnar, a Randy Orton. Other wrestlers who were not allowed to be there, like a Sami Zayn and Aleister Black until now. Like John Cena and Dan Bryan decided not to do the shows until Cena did in 2023 and this year. And some horrible fucking wrestling matches. Regardless of that. So, this is one of these, like, what the fuck was this kind of thing? So, the final match was supposed to be Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. Which, why in the hell were they in the finals of this World Cup determining the best in the world? Again, this better been a rib towards CM Punk, because this was before, like I said, Survivor Series 2023 when he came back to WWE. I know the whole AEW thing, but that was a prior dumpster fire I did right before Punk came back, and there's that. Shane and Baron Corbin were out there also. Oh god, Baron Corbin again. Did the money making downfalls of Baron Corbin before on this whole thing, and I don't want to. If you want to see that, go check that out. Also, I forgot to mention in that video, he was the reason why Raw's ratings went down low and we didn't get GMs for 5 years. 2018, 2023. Do the math. But enough about him, because he was involved in that other. I don't want to talk about that again. This led to, Shane taking the Miz's spot because Miz suffered a bad case of kayfabe injury. Yeah, I said kayfabe injury because Miz wasn't legit. It was a work, because this is leading towards their WrestleMania match. Shane took Miz's spot, and this was led to the match between Shane McMahon versus Dolph Ziggler, and Shane won in what? 2.5 minutes? Something like that? Which, We were like, what in the name of fuck is this? We had Brock win the Universal title in a stupid squash fest. Yeah, it's a squash fest, not a squash match. And this. And also don't forget that disaster main event between DX and Brothers of Destruction. Like I said before, Saudi Arabia had some. If it's Rebel having some bad matches, like that main event there with DX and Brothers of Destruction, and etc., etc. I already rant about this whole thing. I have to do the Saudi thing again by Rumble. Why can't it be somewhere else besides Saudi? Shane was the last man eliminated in the Survivor Series team, which, yeah, Survivor Series 2018. I'm not doing Survivor Series 2018. That just shove it. And this led to the whole thing with Vince and Shane being a team. They won the SmackDown Tag Titles in the 2019 Royal Rumble. And then they dropped the belts the following month at an Elimination Chamber to the Usos. And they lost a rematch to the Usos at Fastlane. And then that led to Shane turning heel. Now, 50-50 booking means... Now, largely means that The Miz was to be the one to turn heel. But nope, it was Shane who was the one who turned heel. This led to the most one-sided feuds ever between The Miz and Shane. Where Shane won at WrestleMania. He won the cage match at Money in the Bank. And that was it for the feud, except for one match on SmackDown. Yeah, I said match because it was not really a match, because this is WWE in 2019, because, Jesus Christ, everything I'm thinking about 2019 is a fucking disastrous year for them. Then you had to turn to the feud between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, the brand warfare feud. Where Shane defeated Roman at Super Showdown. Yes, that happened. You know, thank God Roman Reigns turned his career around and become the tribal chief. But then the feud between Roman and Drew continued. They had the match of stomach between Roman and Drew, where Roman won again because he beat him at WrestleMania. Then Undertaker was thrown into it, and they led to the No Holds Barred match at Extreme Rules, which I'll give that one credit, that was actually good. But then we went to the last part of the feud. The feud with Kevin Owens for SummerSlam. I already mentioned in my SummerSlam 2019 review on my secondary channel. Yeah. This feud was not great. I mean, Owens won at SummerSlam, and then the stipulation of that match where if Owens loses, he has to quit. Which, it doesn't make no fucking sense. Like, you know, it should have been better if it was a no-rules match, but they did the no-holds-barred match between Undertaker and Roman versus Shane and Drew McIntyre at Extreme Rules, but still. Then Owens randomly got fired by Shane. This led to the first SmackDown Fox match between the two, with a ladder match where the loser gets fired, where Owens won and Shane got fired. And I mean fired, for only, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, I don't know, 11 months with that Raw Underground shit. Does anybody remember that? Because it's pandemic. I don't remember anything about it. Then he was in a feud with Braun Strowman. We're not get done with this, okay? We're going to continue which, that led to a interesting cage match at WrestleMania 37. And then his infamous appearance at the Royal Rumble 2022. And the less I say about that Royal Rumble match, the better, because it's still the worst Royal Rumble match ever. Worse than 2015's. I actually mean it. That was worse than the 2015 Royal Rumble, where Shane was let go after that match, and he was the producer about it, and yeah. But he only had one more appearance at WrestleMania 39 where he tore his quads, and that was it for him. and for WWE. There were like rumors that he was going to AEW, which those rumors are dropped. But still, I mean, God. What I think of Shane, I think of him from the early days of his career. Not this whole. I mean, his stuff with Undertaker WrestleMania 32 was what it was, but his WrestleMania 33 match with AJ Styles was honestly his last really good match he had. But still, I mean, they saved that bad WrestleMania. I didn't still do not like WrestleMania 33 to this day. But yeah, I might do Jeff during Dino's page dispute in WCW next. Because of two words, David Arquette. And also, yeah. So that's probably next on the list. So like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, as well as my second channel, Tyler's Retro Reviews, so you will see WF Foiler 2000 on there, and then tomorrow will be episode 91 of Showdown. And there. Bye-bye.